So I'm saying to you, like, what is the point of linking up, Fire?
The point of linking up with like-minded people is that you can share resources, you can share ideas, you can build up funds together. You understand? Because say like so-called conscious people or whatever, it's hard for them to link up on the internet because a lot of our stuff is shut down. So when I go to protests, do you know how much people I've met just like on Saturday alone that are like-minded people that I would have never met online? You understand?
Right.
So
let me ask you. Can I ask you a question? Was there a reason all them people never came to your estate when we came to your estate, bro?
what do you mean? For the children and all that.
When we came to your estate, is there a reason that all them people you linked up with on Saturday weren't there?
The reason was because that didn't have that much publicity or promotion. No one really, even dons in ends, like say like for instance, it's only a selective few that know about gang really. You understand? Because when you ask, if I come out of my house and I ask 10 youths on my end, do you know about gang? Do you know about Raspberry? Do you know about Red Pill? They'll say no. But we think a lot of people know, but it's not on the mass, the majority, not a lot of people know.
So now you've answered my question, my next few questions. So you was given so the promotion was assisted by social media, the enemy. The same social media you said, blah, 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 people need to link up. They only found out about it through social media. So that kind of takes that out of play, because without social media, then people wouldn't have been there.
Kind of, right? But it was more like the build up from last year to this one on Saturday. Like last year, I went to like 8 or 10 of them, bro. I went to all of them more or less, and man saw the build up of numbers. Every time the numbers got bigger. And say like for the black community, when I speak to a lot of black youths, they're like, fam, I didn't know this was going on. I didn't know this was going on. So the algorithm ain't reaching everyone. You understand? Like,
but it's reaching enough people though.
None.
For you to go out.
Not really. Even the thing that happened on Saturday.
The word you said was timeline, and I kind of I'm very much aware of this. I'm seeing the timeline, but it's coinciding with the government's timeline of maneuvers, with the psyop, with the psychological warfare that they're playing on the people, the up and the down, the freedom and the incarceration. They're playing with us. I predicted this from last year, and it's rolled out exactly how I've seen it rolling out. I ain't got one thing wrong from how this shit rolls out, yeah? And I'm saying now it's spring. You have a natural inbuilt defrosting going in, especially as being a man of the sun. You got this defrosting going in. So that means that you're going through your winter slumber, your winter kind of depression, not really, you're not getting your vitamin D and da-da-da. You're a mammal. You're going through this natural thing. So to lock us down over winter, like I said they would do, was easy. But as soon as the sun comes out, it's so much harder to do it, especially with a timeline where this has been going on for a year. So it's only right where we have a releasing of steam, where we have this
facts. Yeah, right? Facts. That is facts. And I knew that would happen.
Let him finish though, bro.
So now I feel like all of that has been manipulated, and if anything, set up to be like that, so that we all march down through the city centre again, back to the same fucking energy point, which is Parliament and Hyde Park. All rituals. I'm never doing a protest or anything near Hyde Park again like that. It's all an energy ritual. It's all the energy. We have to bring them into the heart of South London or something else. But man's not going on certain ley lines that like people from 10, 15, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years ago were protesting in the same spot. This is making me know that this is part of some kind of game. Spring's out. We need to welcome in the summer, the spring equinox. It's a new batch of rituals, new batch of energy harvesting, and let's get the people out for a cause that we know they're going to support, which is going to be freedom, freedom. But all these men out here screaming freedom, do they scream freedom from day to day? Where are they on an everyday basis? How many of you lot are wearing masks? How many of you lot are actually good? How many of them people walking in that crowd took the vaccine?
Who knows? Who knows that? Who knows that?
So really, eventually, we talking about a feel-good day where people get to come out and feel good, feel free, feel like they're going against the system, and then they go back into their little boxes. Why do we come out for a protest?
Start, though. It's a start. It's a start.
No, bro,
trust me when
bro.
It's
it was a
better
start
than
last
doing
year.
nothing than just.
No, wait. Before you feel like that is being, it's not being attacked, it's being questioned. Yeah, it's not being attacked. So it's not about a better than doing nothing. It's like, okay, let's break down what you are doing. Not you, but us, the protesters. What are we actually doing by hitting the streets? What are we doing? One thing I heard was
defiance.
It's also part of our human nature. It's also part of our human nature.
Wait. Are we saying one day of defiance? Okay, so then let's just say this. It's doing as much for freedom as 420 is doing for legalization of weed. Or as 420 is doing for mine and your brother and cousin that's sitting there doing how many years?
What you got to understand is what I say is that me personally, I wouldn't say I'm radical, but I would say that one day is not enough. We need to be out there every blood clot day. You understand? That's when it will make a difference. If we were shut, like you said, the ley lines and that in West End and all of that, to me, that makes sense, but it don't make sense because what's the ley lines of Brixton then, where all our youths are getting murdered? It must be crazier than West End.
Exactly.
You feel me?
So then why are we not in Brixton? Why are we not in Brixton? Why are we in West End?
In Brixton. Their stuff is not in Brixton.
No,
if it happens, wait 1 second.
Whoa.
One second, bro. I never finished. Let me finish. If it happens in Brixton or Ends again, they'll just be rioting and looting, especially riot and looting central than Ends.
No one's rioting and looting. But no one is.
No, but I said if it happened in Brixton, that's what will happen. You understand?
Why?
50,000 people went to Brixton.
Stop. Let's stop it. Please stop for a minute. If it happened in Brixton, I'm trying to walk you through it, innit? Because you're just running, innit? and you're making I can see where we're agreeing. That's why I'm stopping you, bro. Not for argument.
Okay.
I'm saying if it happened in Brixton, they'd be rioting and looting. So I'm giving you back the microphone and saying, why do you think that is?
Because basically that's where all the gangs are and all of that, and they don't understand what's going on. They just want things, innit? Like when the Mark Duggan thing happened, like what's the first thing that happened? They didn't go for police and police buildings. They went for Foot Locker. You understand? Because their vibration and what they're taking in every day is what they're reacting. So they're taking bullshit every day, all this BS and all this BS they listen to or watch. So they just want fresh clothes and stuff.
All right, first of all, two quick points. In Brixton, it's going to be rioting and looting. Why? Because the frequency over there is going to be a more genuine and there's going to be people that suffer genuine hardship, genuinely on a day-to-day basis, are actually exasperated from their treatment in society. And therefore, you are going to be able to tap into a more genuine emotion, than you will in the city centre that nobody has an emotional attachment to. None of us here have an emotional attachment to West End, right? You're going to be in your comfort zone. That's in familiar vibrations, familiar circumstances, And what's going to happen is that crowd is going to be way less controllable. Why? Because it's not going to be in the preferred spot of rebellion, of permitted rebellion. So I'm saying to you, when we talk about ley lines, the reason it won't be in Brixton is because it will get way too real in Brixton.
My thing is, even
if you started off not angry, you stay there for 20 minutes, you're going to be fuming and you're going to be looking for something to lick down. Secondly, I wanted to add to you, when you mentioned JD Sports, that wasn't us. We didn't target JD Sports. We didn't target Foot Locker.
Who was it then?
Well, for me, firsthand, I have two first-hand eyewitness accounts of people that were there on the ground who witnessed these strange masked men gaining access to some of these properties. And then
what was that for? For the Brixton riots or Mark Duggan thing?
And it was all around the same time, innit? And encouraging people to come in.
I was there, bro. There was man them on ends, bro. It was man them. I was there. I was there.
Bro.
I don't think you heard what he said.
I could, bro. Huh?
I said I don't think you heard what he said.
No, he said it was masked men. He said it was masked men inviting people in.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's bullshit. I saw a man then kick
opening
off
up the
I saw
premise.
a man then.
Okay, cool.
No, I was there. There's a difference. Forget
Fair
the eyewitness and conspiracy theories. I was there.
It's not about conspiracy theories, bro.
That is a conspiracy because I was there and I saw what happened. So to me, that's a lie.
You saw how every property was. Bro, 1 second, man. You saw how every property was infiltrated. You saw who targeted the first commercial joint that encouraged.
I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to criminalize myself. You understand?
You don't have to. You can listen. You can listen a little bit though. Yeah,
you both can be right. You both can be right.
It's not a conspiracy theory. What I'm saying to you is this: take on board what I'm saying to you as well. Like not on an argument thing. Yeah, take on board. Yeah, it has been noted. It has been noted. Yeah, unidentified men. Yeah, targeting commercial premises. Yeah, for burglary and vandalism, and then man them from the ends following suit. It has been noted. So you're not the only one that was around in riot times and that. So I'm saying you might have seen, just like I saw, men that you maybe recognize or people you know trying to gain access to properties. But you don't know what the catalyst was. You don't know what the straw was that broke the camel's back. You don't know why it started and why commercial premises started being targeted initially. So I could get it. You went down there, you and the man there, blah, blah, blah. Someone said, hey, and you was like, right, and you saw it. I get that. You saw that. You saw a man them entering. What I'm trying to let you know is even before that, there was a spark that started the fire kind of thing. There's a spark. In Tottenham, in Croydon, in Brixton, in Birmingham. There's eyewitness accounts of these people opening stuff, jumping back in their van and bouncing. So it might not be your like what you saw that day, but please try and perceive how the higher powers work internationally when it comes to looting and rioting in poor black areas. Please understand, in order to make sure that that narrative is spanned, you're gonna get a lot of black man digi and waiting for someone to kick it off. Yeah? And I'm saying sometimes the catalyst, the people that kick these things off are not even from the area. They're not even genuine people. And once everybody's trying to bally up and once people trying to bally up and get together, then you can see that infiltrators come in and turn it. So we ensure that we're not going to the police station. We're definitely going to go to because I heard this thing's open. Oh, rare. I'm just letting you know that these are some of the accounts that have come back to me from other people that were present in Brixton, Croydon, Birmingham, Tottenham, and other such areas. There's been multiple witnesses claiming these things. I got my own first-hand information. I'm not going to put up here, but yeah, if we see each other, we can chat. But this is definitely something that has gone. So maybe you not where you were, but please, take on board what I'm trying to say to you. They want us to fuck up our ends. They want us to do all of that because it's part of the narrative. Like so yesterday we had
part of my hand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say yesterday we had Bristol, yeah, or Saturday we had Bristol. So while people was out in central London, there's people in Bristol. Remember, this is supposed to be a simultaneous event across the country. So the people that was
across the world.
So the people that was in Bristol now, I'm seeing the madness. Burnt police van.
But the Bristol thing was different from central London. The Bristol thing was for Kill Bill. That was just against the police.
Yeah, happened to be on the same day though, right?
You understand?
Happened to be on the same day though. Not much of a coincidence.
Black Lives Matter was in Brixton doing their own little stupidness. There was some far rights doing their thing. There was anti-racism marches. There was all type of, but the one in central London was the one that was for all around the world. If you understand what I'm saying, the one in Bristol.
Think about it though. Why did everyone synchronize their events on that day?
Because it was.
Breaking up, bro.
I think.
Yeah, you broke up, brother.
I think the topic is slightly strayed from.
You broke up. I said, why do you think it was all arranged on the same day? Why do you think everyone synchronized their events for the 20th?
Because the 20th was a year since the lockdown, innit? Lockdown started. That was one of the reasons. And
you got some Wi-Fi issues or whatever. So I'm gonna let Mohib. You were speaking. What are you gonna say, bro?
Yeah, I think the topic is strayed a little bit from the positives of
the
linking
20th.
up, and I think that like we as human beings, we're primordial beings, in it. So socializing with one another is something that's part of us. It's very important. Hence why they have us on lockdown and trying to disperse people and not meet up. So I think there's a great power in meeting up and being together, or having that freedom to do so.
Yeah, but that's not freedom. You're there for a reason, are you not?
Is it organic? Is it organic? If we all get corralled into a bullpen, is there power in that? Or are we just the weak ones that got corralled into a bullpen?
Yeah, I think that's where the question is. Is it organic, or is it part of an agenda?
Well, it's not.
So that's where
it's not organic. I put my money on it. I put my name to it. It's not organic. Yeah. And a lot of us know instinctively it's not organic, but we look for the goods. We look for what good we can bring out of it. Just like the time when Tommy Robinson and them came down to central London. I think we all knew that wasn't organic, but some brothers felt like they're going to use it to do some kind of good.
That was the biggest psyops, fam. That was a big psyops.
I mean, for me, the truth of the matter is that, remember, this isn't organic. The fact that I'm communicating from my place and you're communicating, this isn't organic. And straying away from that and getting back to the kind of organic idea of meeting up as human beings is very important. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think I'd be following your platform, Jedi, if I didn't meet you in real life. And I think meeting you in real life, there's a certain angst that I got from, this is a guy who has his views, and online is portrayed like that. Obviously, given all the manipulation, all the shadowing and stuff that happens, I can see there's a real character there. So I think that there is a real importance of meeting up in real life and being together and having that freedom to do so.
I agree, man. I'm not against none of that. I'm just saying this was a protest where everyone seemed to be protesting on that one day. And
but I agree. I
was more like thinking on a level of, do you know what? This is a piss take. I man them. I meet me in Camden at fucking 4 o'clock. Every man bring as many people to Camden at 4 o'clock. Meet me outside Camden train station. I was on that. It's hard to police that. It's hard to infiltrate that. You're just gonna have to come down. Even if you're an agent, you're just gonna have to come down and wait to hear what's going on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, we're just gonna go here and we're just gonna do that. That's kind of more like what you're on, like that organic shit. Whereas this thing was planned at least 6 weeks in advance. I was given a document. Maybe I should show you the document. Maybe I should show you the document from the Metropolitan Police. Yeah, because remember, I was looking for a protest to go to film for a music video. I wanted to get some scenes from it, right? And I got given a document of all the upcoming protests. Please believe they're all written down.
That one on Saturday was a perfect one for you to film your video.
But I didn't want to go there. I agree.
I agree. This summer is a calling for people to galvanate for this concept of freedom. I agree that this is going to happen.
Mo, I think you're getting the lines crossed between the organic feelings that we have, right? The anger that we have. The point is that these protests seem to be using our own organic, what is organic already inside us. They're using it against us. That's what I think is happening.
I don't disagree with that. In fact, I said that I agree with Jedi, anticipating what's going to happen in the future, which is everyone feels this disgruntled sentiment